Swift pulls her music from Spotify. So what she did last week is she actually removed her whole back catalog, and she explained why to Yahoo Music. She says, quote, "All I can say is that music is changing so quickly, and the landscape of the music industry itself is changing so quickly that everything new, like Spotify, all feels to me a bit like a grand experiment." She goes on to say, "And I'm not willing to contribute my life's work to an experiment that I don't feel fairly compensates the writers, producers, artists, and creators of this music." Finally, she concludes, "And I just don't agree with perpetuating the perception that music has no value and should be free." End quote. Thoughts, 5 words or less?
More like shake it up.
Cue breakup song, now pay.
This has me seeing red.
Swift move, Taylor. Okay, so what did you guys think about her decision to pull her back catalog because of her reason that she feels like that they are being underpaid from Spotify?
I am slightly with her, but at the same time, I actually pay for Spotify, and so as someone who does pay the $10 a month, I want that to be available to me. But I understand if it's like a Pandora type of situation. And
I applaud her. I say, listen, they're the artists. They're the ones that are working their tails off. It's definitely going to be subjective to each artist, and they're all going to make their own decision. But it's her right. If she feels like that she and her team is being underpaid and that her value is higher, awesome. I have no problem with that.
Totally agree. I mean, everybody, artists and all of us should be fairly compensated for our work, but just because something's free doesn't mean that it doesn't have value.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, in our attention economy, where giving something our time and focus, even if not our money, means we see its value. That's okay too. That's another way of showing value. Monetary value of something, which is not its artistic value,
right,
is not set by how much is charged for it. It's how much we will pay for it.
Yes, that's actually a really good point, because she brought something up to the Wall Street Journal when she herself wrote an op-ed on the music industry.
A fabulous piece.
Yes, back in, I think it was this past summer in July, and she wrote, quote, "It's my opinion that music should not be free, and my prediction is that individual artists and their labels will someday decide what an album's price point is. I hope they don't underestimate themselves or undervalue their art." And I think what your point was really interesting, because of the fact that you don't, yes, you could say, listen, I'm going to sell my album for $20, but guess what? The public may not pay that. So you can say I'm worth this value, but you're going to find out really quickly whether or not people are going to pay for that.
The audience will tell you.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's also, there's certain other levers you can pull besides the audience just telling you. Like, and that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to use her clout and her position sensibly in the context of a bunch of other powerful musicians to try to push the needle that way.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly like the open market. It's more like these people are trying to collectivize, and in doing so, kind of raise the price up.
And totally good for her, because this would not have resonated as far as it has if it wasn't somebody of her stature and her selling power. Though it feels like we're going into a Taylor Swift Bono smackdown over this issue, and I am watching.
Yeah.
What about the fact that she's making it difficult for other or lesser known artists because they want the exposure, not necessarily the money, they want both. But if she pulls her music from Spotify, they're like, well, I mean, do I get less respect for keeping my music up? And I understand the movement, and I think it's great that she is standing up for herself, but at the same time, it's like, she can do that, and a lot of artists can't.
I hope it doesn't
afford
influence
to do stuff
others,
like that.
or doesn't make others feel shitty for
still
having
like,
music
I
on
hope
Spotify.
use it for what it's worth. If you're making money off of it, and Spotify, you know, Amir gave us the model. Basically, they're getting paid less than what I guess someone like Taylor Swift would want, but somebody that isn't, you know, as known is going to be still making money. And then Spotify said once more people like you, Bree, who already is a subscriber, start actually paying, all those numbers will go up. So
I have to pay for that shit. I cannot stand to listen to ads, because I listen to about 7 or 8 hours of music a day. So if I had to listen to those ads, hell no. No, I have to pay for it.
I get it. It's just all about the experience that you want. Maybe the kind of listener that I am will never pay for any subscription service. I've kind of worked my listening habits into driving in the car, which is pretty damn free. And works on an ad model, so does Spotify. So it's not like they're losing customers. And it's not like the people like me will ever pay into a system like that, because that's just not the role music plays in my life.
Right, right.